Hello my people, welcome to another video with Yardculture. My name is Naima and we are here with the Dyani today. Thank you for joining us.
Wagwan.
How are you?
Alright man, good. Good weather. Can't complain.
Yeah, you've come at a really good time.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%. So what's brought you to the UK?
Big performance on Friday, me and Masicka live in O2 Arena. First time in O2.
Yeah.
You know, not first time in London, but first time in O2, so that's a big deal for me. So.
Yeah, definitely. O2, that's like, it's an iconic name, so it's a good space.
Yeah man, massive.
Yeah, definitely. How did that come about, like you supporting Masicka?
You know, the promoter reached out. I've been having massive support in London, I can't complain. Not even just London, England itself. So with that being said, you know, the promoter saw it fit to, you know, align.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, it just makes sense to align both artists, you know. Big artists at Jamaica, Masicka, so, you know, big up yourself, cook.
I can't wait to see, I can't make it, but I can't wait to see the videos because I know it's going to be
epic.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, like, speaking about you doing your live performance, do you have any, I don't want to say rituals, but do you have any sort of practices that you do to get ready for a live performance? Like, do you have to drink hot water? Do you do voice exercises? What do you do?
I think my rehearsals would be like probably a couple of days before the performance itself. You know, creating the set list, getting in the frame of mind to see like thousands of people as well. Yeah, and the good old real feel, so you know, free promotion, but one of them things I do need that.
Yeah.
And water as well. But to be honest, you know, just me, my daily routine to just, you know, express myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay, amazing. And obviously, speaking about like working with different artists and collaborating and stuff, we have to talk about and take it back a little bit. Your track that you did, Feelings, with Jadakingdom. How did that one come about?
Big song.
Yeah.
Before we go further, you know, big up Jadakingdom and the, you know, Eastside Queen. That song was obviously I had the original Feelings, which was done by Echo Beats. Was doing well, however, Jada, I think her sister, if I'm not wrong, was the one that reached out to Jada and introduced her to my music. With that being said, she was instantly hooked. She reached out to me, you know, which is very humble of her being like the superstar she is.
Yeah.
And said she would definitely would like to be a part of anything, and that song was one of her favorite songs at the time. And you know, I won't refuse that opportunity.
Yeah,
definitely
100%.
being Jadakingdom, and she did, and she killed it.
Yeah,
you know, she did give the song a different aspect, a different push, a different motivation, because obviously Jadakingdom, a different league of artists in comparison to the, you know, the rest of female artists. No disrespect to them as well, but you know, she
just
she in her own lane, and you know, she did stand for a class with that song.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Made a classic.
Yeah, definitely.
A classic for me, classic for her as well. So, you know, anyway, which camera? Big up yourself for my heavy, you know, you do the thing.
So speaking about like collaborations and stuff, obviously I know you've recently dropped a track with Big Zeeks as well.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, which is obviously sick. So it's like working with different artists and stuff. Is there anyone that you're like, I've got to work with this person? Is there anyone that you're like, you're really wanting to work with, or is it just coming to you organically?
To be honest, it's very organic. Big Zeeks, I know Big Zeeks from like the first time I got over here. He was like, you know, very supportive to me as an artist, like coming over from Jamaica to London. And to be honest, that collaboration was very organic. It wasn't nothing forced, because I had a song before and I said, you know, it's good to like to just, you know, express some different music with different artists, as he was one of the artists I chose. In all honesty, to be honest, I don't really have an intention. The songs normally just come, and whichever artists appear on the track, you know, will allow it to flow. But if I was supposed to pick an artist, definitely it would be Dennis Brown.
Okay.
Obviously that's not possible, he's dead, but you know, rest in peace King. But yeah, my favorite artist, definitely my inspiration as a singer as well as a songwriter as well, so, and a performer, so yeah, Dennis Brown would be definitely my favorite pick.
In a dream world.
Yeah, in a dream world,
yeah, definitely.
Not even dream world, because you know, he's still living musically.
Yeah.
So if we can get that track, you know, whichever Dennis Brown estate, I am available to sing on any song, you know.
Amazing. It's out there now. You've heard it here first. Yeah. Okay, so speaking about like, obviously, I feel like you've been consistent this year with like dropping music and stuff.
Yeah, very consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, and like Live a Little obviously went viral, and that's one of my personal favourites. How did the acoustics come about with that new Kiss Accept with that song?
Okay, so that is Exterminator, which is Remus. That's a massive production company in Jamaica. From back then up until this point, they did work with like Sizzla Kalonji, Dennis Brown as well, Luciano. They did a lot of works, massive work. So it was only right for me because, to be honest, as an artist, my first love was reggae music, and I saw myself in that lane first as an artist, you know, and then, you know, life goes on and I expand my horizon creatively as well. So with that being said, he basically carried on his father's name, and I think the legacy is still holding on strong because Live a Little is also a testament for, you know, what his father done up until, you know, Little Remus as well. And as I said, it was very organic. I know Remus prior to doing the music with him, you know, we play football and things. So I'm saying the music is very organic for me. It's from a very meaningful place, and with that song, I was working too hard, pretty much, and we just need to live a little.
Yeah.
Ultimately, so I guess it fall in the right space, right moment for not just me, but for most people, because I think most people really resonates with them. So that was always my intention. It was from a soulful place, from a meaningful place as well. So that was always my intention.
So obviously we were talking about how consistent you've been this year.
Very intentional.
Yeah, is that in the lead up to something?
Yeah, definitely.
Have you got something to announce?
Yeah, definitely. I don't release music that often. When I say all that often, I try to release probably like 2 months apart, which is intentional for me because I think I try to allow my music to breathe. But this year, the intention was to, like, you know, get active, get the space bubbling, get people to, you know, remember that I'm very much there. Other than the hit songs that I had, you know, I didn't really release as much because I was promoting those songs, and I tried to make sure they were a staple in the dancehall as well as international as well. But now we're in a different mode, a different space, and the intention is very intentional. So that's why the songs has been releasing like on rapid. But yeah, I have some stuff to be announced. I would not like to announce them now, but you can look out.
You can't give us an exclusive, no?
No, it's very soon though, very, very soon, you know.
Okay.
We'll just try finalize the details and make sure so we have everything in order and all is well, you know.
Okay, so I really want to talk about also Yardman.
Vibes.
So obviously you dropped that one last month, and that's also a vibe.
Big vibe.
And then you kind of switched that one up as well because you did the sped up version.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that? Was it TikTok?
Yeah, TikTok was definitely a major influence in me doing that. But ultimately that wasn't like the core focus. For me, like as an artist, I always tend to like have a bucket list of songs I want to like write, and that was one of them. You know, you have birthday song, which is I have birthday. We have, you know, a rest in peace song, which is Heaven Telegram, and I wanted like a patriotic song, which is Yardman. You know, Jamaicans are everywhere. So with that being said, I think it was very marketable for me. Very intentional as well. And that was basically like the reason why I even wrote that song. I had that song from Feelings. Yeah. But I didn't release it because Feelings was such a massive success.
You had to give it time.
Yeah, I had to give Feelings the time to, like, you know, soak in and be what it was. But for me, I think Yardman is definitely like a timeless song. Jamaicans, to be honest, super patriotic, super confident, super into themselves, and I wanted to like create a next national anthem, and that was the result.
Yeah, I love that.
And then the speed up version is just this after TikTok.
Give it to the kids. So for the people that aren't, you know, into the yard culture, don't get it, I want you to give me like a starter pack. What is the Yardman starter pack? What are the ingredients?
Clarks.
So give me 3 or 4 things. So we've got Clarks.
Yeah, man, you have Clarks, and then you don't know, you have a Jamaican attitude.
What's a Jamaican attitude?
Confidence. Okay. Self-belief. Because even if they can't do it, they're going to say, yeah, man, I can do it. Because we are that patriotic, we are that confident as a people, regardless of what may arise or what may, you know, whatever difficulties we may have, we are still patriotic and very confident in our abilities. And as well as, you know, just the swag. Being a Jamaican or a Yardman is just a swag, it's a vibe, it's an energy, it's not forced. So any man say, I say, them a Yardman is definitely forced. You know, because we I think What I call this word now? We illuminate vibe. We come up with Talawa, but we represent Yard same way.
100%. Definitely, even like in the UK, like the slang is patois. It's not slang.
Yeah,
UK slang.
It's very much Jamaican. Although it's a multicultural space, it's heavily influenced by Jamaica and Africa as well, and Caribbean culture. Ultimately, Jamaica still does represent on a different level.
So the Yardman starter pack, we've got Clark's,
swag, and vibe,
confidence,
the vibe. Yeah. That's it. You don't really need that much more than that. Is him to be a Yardman, because at the end of the day, that's authentically Jamaican.
100%. And speaking about being authentically Jamaican, we've got to speak about the food.
Definitely. Food is a different caliber thing, different signal, man. You can't really put that with, starter pack, because that is a different... It's a whole other category. It's a whole different category, isn't it? So that's
what is your favourite Jamaican dish?
It varies, we love oxtail, we love fried fish. It varies.
Do you cook yourself?
I try to.
You try to. What's your dish? If you're trying to win someone over, what are you cooking?
Mackerel and white rice.
Okay.
Yeah, mackerel
and white rice.
Yeah, you know it go.
Okay, there's a few faces in the room. I'm not feeling that one.
I didn't cook mackerel and white rice.
Okay.
They call it ghetto oxtail.
Okay, and since we've come away, we're going to come back to the music, but since we've come away from the music a bit, outside of like you being the artist, what else are you into? Like, what do you kind of put your time and energy into?
To be honest, like, as of recently, it's heavily based on music, because, I learn and I'm growing in the space of music, but separate apart from music, I love football. I'm an avid footballer. I'm not only just a fan of football, but I love watching football. Love playing football as well. But that's a reader.
Do you support any of the UK teams? Oh,
Arsenal,
okay. Why do you support Arsenal?
My team, my heart's strong.
Okay.
My heart's strong. I've been supporting them from high school.
You need to have a strong heart.
Definitely. But then again, I do music, so if you be an Arsenal supporter, you have to strong, and to be a musician, you have a strong heart. Why see me? But yeah, football. I love football. I love reading as well. Philosophy is also a very integral part of my growth as a human being as well as a musician. I like to learn about life, different aspects, and other people's experience of life as well. So
yeah, I love that. Okay, so obviously you're in the UK at the moment because you've got a big show coming up.
Yeah, man.
Which is really exciting. Have you got any other live performances planned? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, we're very hectic, because prior to coming to UK, I had a show in Florida, which was like a couple days ago.
I've never been to Florida, but I'm always seeing mad tweets about Florida.
Yeah,
what was like the maddest thing that happened when you were there?
I think I didn't really get to do anything, man. I literally just work, and then I got the flight, and then I left. So I didn't really get to experience it like that. But for me, Florida is definitely like a little Jamaica, like London itself. Very heavily populated by Jamaicans, and most of my friends who have migrated from Jamaica are there. So them check me and think.
It's warmer than London as well.
Definitely much more warmer. That's why I said like little Jamaica, but definitely a good vibe. Yeah. Beaches that are Jamaicans, and from Mr. Jamaicans vibes.
Yeah.
Other than the UK show, I got Colorado literally like the day after. So I leave Masicka show, then I leave to go Colorado for Colorado Reggae Festival with Skip Marley, Luciano.
Oh, sick.
And yes, a very hectic schedule.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just look forward to just express the music all over the world. And we give thanks because the support has been massive from London to America to wherever. We appreciate it endlessly, trust me.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of obviously the support, is there any UK artists that you would collab with?
Yeah, man, definitely. I've started. Obviously, Big Zeeks is one of them.
Yeah.
You have Dave, you have Central C, you have a list goes on. I love what's her name again? What's her name?
Sing a song, maybe I can guess.
Yeah, you know her. She's super good.
Alakai Harley.
Yeah.
I did work with her. I love Alakai.
Yeah.
I love her already. I did do work with her, but
Amara,
it's the little thing that get me high.
Georgia Smith.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her. Sorry. The white one.
Georgia.
Yeah, I love Georgia Smith as well.
Yeah. That's a banging tune as well.
I love that. And even before that, I loved her music. Before that. But to be honest, the UK space has been a very inspirational space for me as a singer, because top class singers come. I think the best singers come from UK.
That's a big statement.
Yeah, man. Other than UK, like church singers, but in terms of like technically gifted singers, definitely come from UK for me. The list goes from Sam Smith, Adele, and then Alaka. It's just a really different eclectic sound that is coming out of UK as in terms of singers, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I love that. I don't know if this is fake news, but I read somewhere that you would consider your genre as like reggae rock star.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Is that like, have you carved out that genre for yourself, or like what are those inspirations that's made that sound?
Not necessarily like Skeng-esque.
Okay.
Because Skeng presents himself as that. I think it's coming more from like my style. Because my music is obviously very conscious, very laid back. Not necessarily laid back, but very ambient. Ambient is the sound I'm trying to find. But however, like my style and the way I present myself is very edgy, very rockstar-ish, which is why I even consider man.
It's giving right now. And so obviously in terms of live performances, you're going everywhere, you're going Colorado, you've got the show in London, and you said you couldn't tell us too much, but can you give us like a rough number for the fans that are like desperate and they want more? How many more tracks roughly can they expect from you this year?
This year?
Because you've been dropping.
Yeah, I completed the year. I dropped more like probably 14 songs this year, which is a complete like a song every month. It's like
an album,
every month. But as my system, now I'll give too much. But definitely they can look out for something next month, which is the...
So we've definitely got something coming from you next month.
Yeah, man. And then...
Is that an exclusive?
That is something very important for me.
Okay.
I think just exclusives, like it's very meaningful, it's very sincere, very soulful. So it's not just a song, because I drop a lot of singles, but this is definitely coming from a meaningful place, So
yeah.
And it has a lot of intention, a lot of direction, and a lot of organization behind it as well. So you can check it out.
Do you have a lot of songs like in the locker, like?
No, too much.
How do you decide what you're going to drop when?
Sometimes the producer have bad milk. They have bad milk sometimes because to be honest, these songs aren't just songs created because I can write music, but these are songs that is a documentation of my life, of what I've been going through, what my experience and what I understand and how I express myself. So it's a lot. It's a diary. So it's not gonna be as organized. I can tell you that, but it's gonna be sincere. And I'm sure somebody in the world can resonate to it some way, somehow. And the intention is always pure. So, to be honest, I enjoy the moment, enjoy being present, have fun making this music, have fun in living this life, because the offering is being received and we give thanks.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, if you're being like true in your artistry,
I am.
And people are receiving that and really resonating with it. That's the most important thing, really. Yeah,
I'm actually being myself. So it's this me and your talk is same. So me sure you hear it with my talk. I reason same way. It's very genuine. I try not to put on because I can't be fake. Yeah, definitely.
For the people who aren't going to get to go to your live shows and really want to be there, what message would you leave with those fans that are like not going to get to be there but they still want to feel connected to you?
Come to the next show if you can, which is one. But secondly, I have a lot of live performances that I do on my YouTube page. You can check it out at TRULYDYANI, which is also very soulful. But ultimately, if you can't get to come to the show, just listen to the music and support as you have been supporting from them time until now, and just live life and prosper. Ultimately, because from your listening to it, that's enough for me. I don't really need nothing else other than your support and your listening ear, and we appreciate it.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share, all of that. And like Dyani said, make sure you keep streaming his stuff. Make sure you go to his live shows and just live a little.
Live a little. Breathe a little and go and enjoy life. Every moment make a little, but I want you to trickle cause things so alright. Outside, madam.
Okay.